الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Christianity in general is kind of viewed and displayed to us, to the public, to the non-Christians in three ways. The first way is that the historical way, which is, let's say, the reality. It is what happened in history to the best of our knowledge from the resources that we have. And this understanding is mainly to experts or people who are interested in knowing about all these things. Obviously, just like any other religion or any other belief or ideology, there are the experts who know most of the things about this ideology, and they are the public, the layman. They don't know everything, and they're not required to, just like Muslims or Jews or whatnot. However, in Christianity, this kind of layers of understanding is more systematic, meaning that sometimes it's even intentional. So the people who study the history, who study the sources of what we know about Christianity, they know the historical view, the actual reality of what happened and why it happened and why it didn't happen. The second layer is what's called traditional layer or traditional understanding, which is more devotional. You can even say it comes from believing without question. It presupposes that Christianity is set in stone, and the source of information from this view is not necessarily the historic view. It's not the historic resources. It is their tradition. This word tradition is very important to specifically Catholics and Orthodox, and this is obviously kind of manifest in the priests, preachers, and like the Pope and whatnot. Now, this traditional view is not going to show you any mistakes. Let's say it's not going to show you any criticism. It's not going to show any criticism to Christianity. In the devotional view, everything is right in Christianity. It is presupposed. You build on it. It's faith, and then you start, growing or knowledge about Jesus and about God and whatnot. They're not really critical about what they believe in. Now, from this traditional view, they train the preachers, who you see them in public and like in the streets. They come door to door, or the preachers who want to really spread the word, or they want to tell people what is Christianity, even tell Christians. Sometimes they go to other places. Now, this view or this display of Christianity is even more sugar-coated, let's say, sometimes deceptive, where it's not only hides all the holes, let's say, or the problems in the history of Christianity or in the theology or in the text of the Bible, but also it gives false impression of Christianity, that Christianity is beautiful. No one should disagree with Christianity. No one actually disagrees with Christianity, all these things. And the public, the layman Christians, most of them are affected by this view. So most of them, they don't know about the actual historical reality of Christianity. And even the few devotional laymen, let's say, if they really want to know, they would go to the devotional idea or the devotional aspect. They would be active in their churches, right? And by the way, there's an important thing. These preachers, let's say, people who are channels of teaching the public Christianity, they know the historical and critical view of Christianity. But for some reason, they actually learn it in when they go to the seminars. They learn these things in different ways, or they go to the Christian schools and whatnot. They know these things, but they don't disclose it to the public. So the public are under the impression that, or this layer of understanding that Christianity is, beautiful world. It's, even when you see the public, when they say someone attacking or criticizing Christianity, they have kind of a negative reactions, like, why would they do this? Because they don't know the historical background. So if you compare this to Islam, we have a totally different approach. In Islam, we are very concerned about our belief that it should be matching with what happened in historical. It should be matching with what we get historical as well. So our texts or our sources of authority in religion, they should not be sugar-coated. They should not be added to. They should not be manipulated. It should be as the Prophet said it, as the Quran said it. No more. Even if someone comes with a new interpretation, usually the rest of the body of the experts, they attack this interpretation, this wild interpretation, or this totally new interpretation, right? Not because it is new, but because it is unhistorical. It's not relied on historical resources from Islamic resources. So that's a very important thing to keep in mind.